The Pulse of Spokane is a broad show that showcases many different things in our community, sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You. Welcome to March. Here we are. March has marched right in. We're having a nice day, actually a pretty nice week for the most part. Some wind and so forth, but you'll hear about that in a minute. Two great guests today. Kate Hudson, otherwise known as Catherine Joanne Hudson, right?
Yes.
And you said the only time you've heard that is?
When I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
From my mother.
From your mother. Okay. All right. Well, we will not call you that again, all right? Because you're not in trouble here. From Visit Spokane, a lot going on. We're kind of getting into, well, at least we feel like we're getting into spring. And then David Britz will be here, and he's a data professor. What is that? Well, you'll have to stick around and watch. Next, on the Pulse of Spokane, right after our weather.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spokane Talks Weather Forecast. My name is Connor Kotzman, your official weather forecaster.
Spokane's weather today is going to be mostly sunny skies with a high of 54, while this week looks to bring some rain showers over the weekend, but otherwise mostly clear. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low of 36. Coeur d'Alene weather looks to be mostly sunny with a high of 53 and a low of 35. Cheney's weather looks to be mostly sunny with a high of 52 and a low of 34.
We believe every person is created in the image of God with immeasurable beauty and worth, that people should not be defined by their present condition or past mistakes. We are all broken. We need each other. Healing for our brokenness begins with connection, with understanding how much we are loved by a good God. And with healing comes change, the potential for joy and meaning. No one was created for mere survival on the streets, for an existence blurred by mind-numbing substances. Each person is created with a purpose, a unique gift no one else can offer the world. Our job is to help them rediscover it. Real people, real change. Union Gospel Mission.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
The economy is getting stronger, banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Hi, this is Kurt Stockwell with Well Dressed Walrus. We are a local website design and development company here in Spokane. What we do is build beautiful, usable websites for local businesses. A website needs to be beautiful, it needs to be usable for your users, your customers, and yourself. Contact us anytime. We'd love to talk with you about your online marketing.
Well, welcome. Kate, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
All right, you're staying away from the virus and everything else?
I am trying,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. But your job is out in the public a lot too, though, isn't it?
It is.
Doing tours and
Yes.
so forth for folks that come in.
Showing off the city.
Absolutely. In fact, we had some good news the other day in terms of airlines, didn't we?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes, we have another flight coming.
Yeah,
to LA. It's great.
Yeah, it is great. More choices for
Wonderful.
folks to get there and to get here.
Absolutely.
Which really segues into what's going on in Spokane and to get people to come here, right?
We have lots of things going on this
All
month.
right. And again, you had to narrow it down.
I did.
You? Yeah.
So I noticed there were about 112 events listed on our events calendar, and I
Okay.
narrowed it down to 9. So
Okay. So let's start with number one. Not
Hey.
necessarily the top one, but the first date coming up, right?
We've got The Bachelor live on stage at First Interstate Center for the Arts on March 8th.
Now, I've heard that there is a TV program
There
with
is.
the same name. Is
Quite
this the
popular.
same kind of thing?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
So they're going to have some past bachelors and bachelorettes who are on the show.
Okay.
And they're going to have a local bachelor
Ooh.
live on stage that they're trying to find a lady friend for.
Oh, okay.
So-
All right.
Yes, if you are into this TV show,
Yeah.
this is your chance to see past bachelors.
But I
past
know my daughter
bachelorettes.
and her friends
Yes.
and so forth are, so it is pretty popular.
It is very popular. So we have that going on. We also have the Spokane Symphony Pops number 5.
Okay.
And this concert is designed to get you in the mood for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Which is March 17th. But the concert is March 7th. And
That's just like 2 weeks away.
I know.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Well, happy birthday early.
Thank you. Thank
okay.
you. Thank you very much.
Do you wear green that day to prevent
Of
all the
course.
pinching and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
And for my birthday,
What fun is that, people, right?
I know. Maybe I shouldn't wear
Yeah.
green. For my birthday, I'm running the St. Patty's
I might get
Day
in trouble
5
for that,
miler.
right? Okay.
This is true.
Yeah.
I might get in trouble for that.
Okay.
But anyway, we've got the Spokane Symphony.
Yeah.
They are doing a concert on March 7th. This is this weekend.
Right.
Martin Wilson Theater at the Fox. And they will be joined by Eileen Ivers, who is a fiddle virtuoso. She's one of the
Okay.
best in the world, and it should be a toe-tapping concert.
All right.
I think it sounds fun.
Yeah, speaking of the symphony, something was just canceled, right?
Yes, the Heartstrings.
And when was that? Do you remember?
I don't, not
Okay.
off the top of my head.
Okay, but if you have tickets to that or whatever,
Yes.
check with the box office. So,
Yes,
yeah.
make sure you do that. That's Multicare. It's a big fundraiser here in
Oh,
Spokane,
okay.
so it's unfortunate that they've had to cancel it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So we have that. We also have, if the symphony is not your thing, we have Tool in concert, which I'm sure you have your tickets available.
I'm going to guess this isn't like tools you use for Habitat for Humanity.
No,
that
it's
this
a
is
band.
a group.
It's a group. They're doing a concert March 9th at the Spokane Arena.
Okay, I was going to say now, is this the heavy metal kind of?
No, I mean, a little bit.
A little bit.
They're going to be
That's
joined
why
by
I
author
don't
and
know them.
Punisher. I know, that's why I'm giving you a hard time. But they've won 4 Emmys over the years. They've been around
That's not bad.
since the early 90s.
Okay.
Late 80s, early 90s is when they formed. They're very popular. They've been around for a long time.
Okay.
So it's going to be a great concert. I looked, and they still had tickets available.
Okay,
Although
okay.
it was low ticket availability in some areas of the
Yeah.
arena.
Yeah,
so.
the good seats probably go first,
Yeah.
and But
Exactly.
if you're their fan, you got to go, right? I
know.
mean, there's nothing like seeing some of our favorite artists. I don't care whether they're bluegrass or
Yep.
heavy metal or whatever it is in person.
It's so exciting to
It
see.
really is.
It is.
Yeah, and we get the good names in
We do.
Spokane. We really do.
We do.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Okay. So
S-
are we going to see you there?
no, I am not going to that one.
Oh, okay.
Not against it, but I don't have tickets.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll have to work on that.
I know.
Okay. There's an annual event that's been going on for I don't know how many years.
43 years.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
Custer's annual Spring Arts and Crafts
Right.
Show. And this is always at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. It's very popular. They have 300 artists and vendors set up.
Always plenty of free parking.
Yes. Yeah, and you get in and you can poke around all weekend long.
Okay.
So
if you go in like on
Friday.
you can still go
yes,
back.
Yep.
Okay.
Get
They
your little
stamp
stamp
your
on your
hand.
hand,
Yeah.
and you can go back as many times as you want. So it's a
Okay.
fun event, and it's never too early to start Christmas shopping. That's my motto. Although I do that, and then I hide these things in the closet, and I forget that they exist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
you're
then
the only
after
one that ever
Christmas-
does that,
yeah,
right?
after Christmas, I find them in the
Yeah.
closet and think, oh, well,
Yeah.
save it for next year.
Well, Larry Myers is coming on the program later this week from River Ridge
Mm-hmm.
Hardware, and he went on the Christmas shopping thing for the hardware store and so forth. So I'll be interested to see what's coming for this fall and so forth. And he told me, well, Ken, I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks, and so forth. And all I saw posted on Facebook were pictures of him playing golf with his old buddies from around the West Coast and Las Vegas and everything else. So I'm sure he got some shopping done.
sure he did.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. All that jazz is coming.
Yes, Spokane Jazz Orchestra. I
Yeah.
love the Spokane Jazz
Yeah.
Orchestra. And what you may not realize that it was founded in 1975, which is when I was born. And it's the longest continuously performing community-supported jazz group.
So
in the country.
you got in the fact that in a couple weeks is your birthday.
Yes.
When you were born.
Yep.
Okay. What else is coming? Okay.
So now we know how old I am, if you can do the math really quickly.
Oh, okay. We'll take you to the door.
The Spokane Jazz Orchestra will be performing the music of George Gershwin with Dr. Jody Graves singing, and they are performing March 14th at the Bing Theater. So
I see the
I will be at that one. I have tickets for that one.
Well, I see $17 to $30. Very
Yeah,
reasonable.
It is very reasonable.
For a night out,
and
right?
it's a great concert.
Yeah.
And the Bing Theater has that lovely little lounge upstairs called
I've heard
Ovations.
nothing but good things about the jazz orchestra.
They're
really.
wonderful.
Yeah, they really are. They
It's a
really
great
are.
concert. Speaking of St. Patrick's Day.
And someone's birthday.
Yes. The St. Patrick's Day Parade
But
is
they
March
celebrate
14th.
the parade a couple days earlier.
Yeah, it's on
don't
the
they?
Saturday before St. Patrick's
yeah,
Day.
I know.
But put on by the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick here in Spokane,
Okay.
and it's been happening since 1978.
They left the daughters out?
Yeah, well,
Oh, okay.
I
I
know.
hear they even can vote, women.
yes, they can.
Okay. Someone's going to slap me for that.
I'll do it later. But the parade starts at 12 p.m. downtown
Yeah.
Spokane, just
Yeah.
the usual route.
And that's really kind of the kickoff of a lot of things for parades
It is.
between now and Hoop Fest and Lilac Festival and
Yes.
everything else, right? So
Yep, it's our.
we're into
it's our-
spring.
I know it's our busy
Yeah.
season. It's very
Yeah.
exciting. I was really happy putting this list together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also have cabaret at the
What a-
Spokane Civic Theater.
I don't know that I've ever seen the play, but the movie was fantastic
Yes.
with Joel Grey and the others. And just fantastic. So I'm sure this is going to be good. It's at the Civic Theater, so of course
It's
it will
always
be
a
good.
good time.
Yeah.
Yes, they do a great show at the Spokane Civic Theater. We are so lucky.
Yeah.
They are one of the, speaking of oldest continuously running groups,
Right.
the Spokane Civic Theater is one of the oldest in the nation and the oldest in the state of Washington
Yeah.
for community theaters. So
Yes.
we're very lucky here.
Only outpaced by the Children's Theater, which was
Yes.
formed a year or 2 years before that.
Exactly.
And the Civic Theater continues almost annually to win awards and
Mm-hmm.
so forth. And it's about as close to professional theater as you can get.
Yes.
And these, I'm going to say young people because everybody's basically younger than me, but I mean, they're absolutely marvelous. They really are good.
Yes.
You know, it's a great thing. We're so lucky
We
in
are.
terms of our arts and entertainment.
We are. And the majority of the people, you might add, with
Yeah.
the Civic Theater, they're all volunteers.
Yeah.
It's all volunteer-based.
Right,
So
right.
they're not getting paid.
By the way, since we're on arts and entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
in early April, we start an arts and entertainment program.
Oh, this is
here.
very exciting.
Yes, so we'll be talking about a lot of these
Oh,
things.
perfect.
Yeah. And
Fabulous.
talking with some of the artists and both in town, because we got a great number in town,
do.
and those coming to town and so forth. So we're kind of looking forward
Wonderful.
to that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing the show.
All right.
We also have Baby Shark Live.
Okay. Now,
Baby
is
Shark, do 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 do. This is the only time you're going to get me to sing.
Is this something that if I had young kids at home, I
Yes.
would know? Okay, okay.
You would know exactly
Okay.
what this is. This song gets stuck in your head and you can't get it out.
Okay.
It's become a viral sensation. There's a whole dance that goes with it that my kids know. There's the baby shark, the daddy shark, mommy shark, grandma shark. And now it's a live show. And you can take your children to go see it.
Oh, fun.
At First Interstate Center for the Arts on March 26th.
They've done some things like that in the past there, and they're really pretty popular. I've seen
Mm-hmm. They
pictures
are.
with the parents and the kids in the aisle and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. That's
yeah,
fun.
I know. It'll be fun for the families. And tickets are anywhere from $29.50 to $58.50,
Yeah.
depending on what you want.
And then we have some shocking news.
Yes, they're back. I
Yeah.
threw this in because they've been gone, and now they're back. The Spokane Shock.
Yes.
Their season starts up March 26th.
I know.
So they'll be playing at the Spokane Arena all season long.
Yeah, how's it looking for them? Have you heard good things?
I've heard only good things.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And it's great that they're back.
Yeah, it is.
So it's great for Spokane.
They really, I know there was another group after that, and I can't remember who it was, but no one had the following like the Shock did.
Right.
You know, so it's good to have them
Yes,
back.
I'm glad that they've been able to make it back on the scene.
So you've covered 9 of 100 and some
Yes.
things going on in
So
March.
many
So
things.
where can the people get the rest of them?
Visit Spokane.com. Just click on the events tab. It is
Okay.
all there. Yeah, tons of stuff. And you can plan ahead if you have family coming into town
Yeah.
this summer. I mean, the calendar is updated continuously.
Right.
So we've got summer events already posted. And yeah, so there's a ton of stuff going on.
Okay,
I'd
great.
also like to add that you
Yes.
just did your first Instagram story.
Yeah,
I feel like we need to talk about that.
Oh, no, because we don't want to encourage people to go look at it. And somebody was laughing at me sitting across the
yes,
table.
I make a cameo appearance.
Yeah, you
so.
do. Yeah, that'll teach you for coming in early. Kate, good to have you here as
Nice to
always.
be here.
We have a wonderful community, a lot
We
of
do.
things going on, and I love the fact that we have more possibilities to get to and come to on Delta Airlines
Mm-hmm.
that just added, and I think Alaska's been adding some more recently,
yes.
and so forth. We're growing.
We are.
And that is so important to the Visit Spokane group, who really encourages conventions and visitors to come to our areas, have a way to get here
Exactly.
without changing 16 planes or whatever.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
it's been a misconception that Spokane is very difficult to get to,
Yeah.
and so this helps immensely
Yeah.
when it comes to conventions and meetings and
Are
business.
the numbers still the same where by all of our visitors and conventions that we're essentially saving between $400 and $500 a year per family in taxes?
It's actually $1,000
Is it?
per household in
Oh,
Spokane
wow.
County.
So we'd all be paying as homeowners and so
Yes.
forth more in taxes if we didn't have people come. And when
Exactly.
people come here, we fill the various events,
Oh,
which
yes.
allow big names to come to town and so forth, that we don't have to drive somewhere and
Right,
so
and
forth.
it also, it helps fund our restaurants.
Yep.
It helps us have the culinary scene that we have,
Yeah.
the shops that we have. Without visitors and business visitors and conventions, we would not be able to sustain
Yeah.
any of the shops and the restaurants that
Right.
we have in downtown Spokane.
Well, you
So
guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
All right.
we'll keep at it.
And we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with the data professor right after this.
Well, this is Bloomsday in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in second grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
David is the data professor.
That's right.
All right. Everyone's wondering, What is a data professor?
Well, what I do, my profession is managing data, which is important for any business.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Whether it's, it could be inventory, it can be
budgets,
employee records, budgets, I mean, all sorts of things. And so what I do, is data programming, database programming. Mostly things like Microsoft Access. It's that little A icon that you got on your computer through Microsoft Office.
Right.
And you got everything you need right there.
Really.
So that's a lot of what I do, is help people manage their data better, building databases, maintaining databases, just helping helping manage information. That's really what I'm all about.
And we're all doing that in one form or usually several forms, aren't
Yes.
we? I mean, from budgets to you name it.
Absolutely.
And how did you get started in all this?
Well, that is a long story. Basically,
That's okay. We have the rest of the day. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, I started in college. I majored in computer science, which is computer science. The field itself is a lot more engineering than it is IT. At least when I was going through it, it was. Now it's changed a lot since then. But I took a course in database management. As part of that major, and we used Microsoft Access mainly as a tool. It wasn't intended to be a course in Access, but we used it to get into.
I remember using it 20 years ago or so. Yeah,
it's still used today.
Yeah,
and I think that's a common misconception that people. When I talk to people in large IT companies and major, it's kind of in some people's eyes, it's kind of become out of date. Been replaced with SQL Server and a lot of higher technologies. But you go to small businesses,
it's right there. What do you need?
It's right there on your desktop. You don't need all this fancy hardware. You don't need a full-time DBA, database administrator, to handle it. So it's Access has a very important role still, especially in small business.
I was looking at my Access files, maybe 3 years ago, and realized I could not remember the password to get in. So there were some nice lists I had in there, but I had no idea how to get to them.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's ever happened to, right?
Oh, well, yeah. It happened. Yeah, especially on sometimes on the older database that happens. But it's there's more to Access than going in and working with tables. I mean, it's better. What makes it different than Excel is great for spreadsheets. You can put a nice column table of data. But if you have two columns that are related to each other, if you have a table that has your customers, another table that has the orders, how do you relate those tables together? Because do you really want to put the customer address on every single order? You don't need to repeat that information. So when they say Access is what we call a relational database, meaning you can take tables and actually connect them together. And it's more than about just going through the tables. I mean, you could do that, but I think that might be what scares some people off. They open it up and they see all these, they saw these tables and queries and it's
too many choices.
It can get kind of intimidating. But what I do is I develop applications around it that are basically you can't tell them different from any other Windows app that you're using.
Oh wow!
And so we put an interface in front of it, so you don't need to go in. In fact, I generally recommend you don't go in there and start messing with tables and but if you have data, if you have Excel data, if you have data in an existing database, it just needs to be managed. Maybe like the situation you were talking about, where you can't get in, but you have information in there.
Right.
Those are all things that we can work with.
Okay.
And we could build customized applications. See, the big thing, one thing I often am told.
So you can really make it user friendly.
Oh yeah,
is what it comes down to.
Everything. Yeah. And I hear some people say, "Oh well, we're going to get this off the shelf customer relations management software," and that's all fine and good, but it's not going to be customized for your business. It's you might be in manufacturing and you find a great app for the food service industry.
Right.
But how do you get the two to map together? The nice thing about Access is we can make apps that are completely customized, right down to the color of the button.
Really?
Okay. We can search and sort and filter and add and delete and subtract in any way imaginable. So
Wow.
the sky is literally the limit.
Are you what we call a nerd?
I believe so, and
Because you guys,
I embrace the term. Yes,
you guys rule the world, okay? Because we can't get a lot done without the help of people like you, okay?
Well, the name data, I was in teaching for a long
Yeah,
time, and so it just kind of seemed like two words that clicked together, and so that's how I came up with the name.
Well, obviously you're not having any fun.
No, yeah, it's very boring. No, it's
you love what you do.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you know, and
is part of that solving problems and challenges?
I always look. I think myself first and foremost as a problem solver.
Okay. Yeah.
Especially, if I'm on the phone with someone, I can't get this to work. You know, we got to run this. We got to run our budget next week. And
Right.
We don't have this work. Yeah. I mean, because it's all about problem solving.
Yeah.
It's all about problem solving. It's all about creativity. It's it's almost as much of an art as it is a science.
Yeah.
So that is a very good point.
Right. So do you do a lot of your work from home? Because you can probably get on other people's computers and stuff that you work with and so forth.
Oh yeah, I do a lot of work from home. Everything I've done so far as part of my business has been based from home.
Right.
But of course, with today's technologies, you have the remote desktop available. So.
Yep.
You could be on the other side of the world, and I can let's go in and take a quick look, and often it's time it's just a quick fix.
Yeah,
So,
from home on my laptop, I often come into my desktop in there to grab a file that I haven't put on Dropbox or something.
Oh, yeah.
And grab it and.
Oh yeah, we've come a long way from the days of SneakerNet. I mean, I started
SneakerNet.
That's what they used to call data transfer.
Oh,
like
okay.
before we had the internet and all, before we had networks, where you could, this is going back. I'm dating myself a little bit, but in the old days, when you needed to move a file,
Yeah.
And I remember this back when I was in college. You stuck a floppy disk in,
Yes.
and you copied it over. So SneakerNet. Meaning you had to actually take the disc and run it down the hall.
Yeah.
So that's what we call it, SneakerNet.
Okay.
So that's
well,
the old way.
everybody under 35 has no idea what you're talking about when you talk about a floppy disk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think of it. Yeah.
I remember buying boxes of
Yeah.
them. Okay.
Yeah. Think of it like a very large USB drive that holds almost nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what you
I mean,
can think of it as.
it really is, Dave, amazing when you think about the little thumb drives today and
Yeah.
how much that
Oh my
that
God,
they
yeah.
can hold. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just. I mean, even our cell phones and everything else today.
It's amazing.
We've really come along. Okay, how can people reach you?
Well, people can reach me on my website. It's www.dataprofspokane.com. And or you can email me at david@dataprofessor.us or dataprofspokane.com.
Okay, great.
Either one.
And you're welcome to help people, right?
Yeah.
You're looking for more business
Yeah,
always.
I'm always looking to always looking to take some more stuff on the side, and my LinkedIn page. You can also find me there.
Okay, great. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks very much, Kent.
All right.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching today. I hope you have a good week. We'll see you next time right here on The Pulse.
Hi, this is Tim Lane with State Farm with your quick winter tip. One of the most common questions I get is about trees and who's responsible for a fallen tree or branches. The answer comes down to negligence. If your neighbor's tree falls and damages your home, vehicle, or personal property due to a weather-related incident, then your insurance company would cover that as a non-fault loss. If you can prove negligence against your neighbor, city, or county, then they are legally responsible for your damages. If you have any coverage questions or would like a second opinion on your insurance, call my team and I at Tim Lane State Farm at 509-926-5135.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Hi, this is Kurt Stockwell with Well Dressed Walrus. We are a local website design and development company here in Spokane. What we do is build beautiful, usable websites for local businesses. A website needs to be beautiful, it needs to be usable for your users, your customers, and yourself. Contact us anytime. We'd love to talk with you about your online marketing.
I had no idea how to be an adult, let alone a mom. I grew up in over 20 foster homes, so I partied to escape. I wanted to change, but I had no idea what to do. UGM showed me that healing begins with the heart, with understanding how much we are loved by a good God. My kids and I started over with a whole new foundation. Real people, real change. Union Gospel Mission.
Thanks for watching. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You.